Hi everyone, Corey here from Tales from a Polk County Girl, and this is my One Book July 2017 setup video. For those of you that have been following me for a while, I did do One Book July last year, and I actually did the traditional One Book July, which is one book, one pen, 1 month. Last year I was in a standard size Chic Sparrow Maverick leather with 4 inserts, and my pen was my 5-color Coletto. And I learned a lot about my system and just about me in general last year when it came to that. And while for the most part it did work, and I probably could stick with that, the pen situation did not work for me because I didn't have any Coletto refills at the time, and I was terrified of running out of ink. So that was just me. So what am I going to do this year for One Book July? I'm actually not going to do One Book July 1.0 because my Monster Flex is serving that purpose for me right now, and because I've essentially been using it for over a month already, I don't think it would be worthwhile to just do a set of videos for July based on, how I'm using this thing every week, because it doesn't really change. If you've seen the Monster Flex walkthrough, that's it. I mean, I'm pretty standard with my setup. I don't change stuff around very much. I mean, once I find what works, I stick with it. And if you've been a member of this channel for a while, you know I've gone back and forth a million different times on a million different planner styles. So that means I'm going to be doing One Book July 2 version 2.0, which Carrie, Miss Vicky B, and Romany of Romany's Realm talked about last year. Maybe next year I'll do One Book July 3.0, which they've just released, which is Go Big or Go Home, but I'm not doing that. So One Book July 2.0, that is one book, one project, 1 month. And what I've decided to do is, ever since we moved into our house and we've been, trying to get things unpacked and move stuff around and really starting to decide, is this stuff we want to keep? Is this stuff we could, try to sell and all that? Especially for me when it comes to some of my clothes and purses. Oh my God. I didn't think I was that bad when it came to purses. I am. I mean, everybody's got their thing. Some of us as travelers, notebooks and planners. Yeah. 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 So, granted, some of these I've had for years and I rotate them out, but I have figured out what type of purse works for me. I either like a messenger bag style purse or a backpack style purse. So, anything that doesn't fit that anymore, or I'm just tired of that bag because it's not working for me right now, those are all in the big tub of stuff. Yes, I do have a big tub. It's one of those really long, like 3.5 feet Rubbermaid tubs where I've just been putting stuff with the intent of getting it all written up to sell it on eBay. So that's what I'm going to be doing for One Project July, is I've started to gather everything because there's more stuff, not just stuff that's in that tub. And my goal for July is to get everything written up, photoed, and get the files on the computer. And that way, and by the end of July, I will have everything done, and I will be able to start listing it on eBay. Now, I'm going to show you the notebook I'm using. I'm just using a small composition notebook. It's 5x7. It's B6 size. I just picked this up at Walmart for like $1. I have a million of them, actually. Not a million, but I made the mistake of inventorying my traveler's notebook blank inserts. Wow. I did not think I had that many. So when I was thinking, oh, what am I going to do for a book or something to make notes in for eBay write-ups, I'm just going to go grab one of my B6 blanks because Lord knows I have enough of them. So this this thing has supposedly, it says 80 sheets, so that's probably 160 pages. So I can tell you this right now. What I did, first of all, again, if you watch a lot of my videos, you know I'm a big fan of the bullet journal style notebook when it comes to having a specific notebook for something. Not for this. This is quick and dirty notes. I made a quick list. Make sure that's of stuff that I need to remember to pull out. Acrylic yarn. I am also an avid knitter. For those of you that haven't seen some of my knitting videos on this channel, and then I separated them out and created my own knitting podcast channel. And I'll link that down below if you're interested in looking at it, but I'm not going to talk about it right here. And all I've done is I've just started doing the write-ups. You know, this is all the information that I need for when, and I've only started working on the yarn right now. And it doesn't seem like a lot, and yeah, I could probably just donate this. If it doesn't sell, my local fiber guild I know will take it, and they will knit chemo hats and all that stuff, and that's fine. But right now, I kind of want to make a little money. I want to try to make some money off of it first. So, and then after that, I started pulling handbags and purses, and yeah. So that's probably going to be this coming weekend. But when I post this video, by the time this video posts, we will already be into July. And so yeah. Oops, just kicked my table. Yeah, I've got stuff on here. Purses, handbags, yarn, clothes. We have an iPad 1. Like an original iPad that I want to try to sell. Miscellaneous, I call it miscellaneous Disney crap. Because apparently, I mean, it's not the good stuff. It's not what you think it is. But apparently, like old, unused napkins from the Magic Kingdom in the 90s. Like, people actually collect that stuff. And I thought my in-laws were crazy when they told me this. And then I spoke with another friend who's really big into Disney stuff and has her own Disney stuff that she's selling. She's like, oh no, they eat that stuff up. So I have a bag of miscellaneous Disney stuff. And I will most likely be selling that as a lot because there's a lot of stuff in there. And I don't want to have to price it out individually. I really don't, because eBay, that's also the other thing to remember. With eBay, well, at least for me, I only get 20 free listings a month. So I'm going to have to be very judicious in what I list and all that. So, but once I have everything written up and photoed and all that, getting it on eBay isn't that big of a deal. That's why I do all the prep work beforehand, because this stuff will become documents on the computer where all I have to do is copy and paste, and that works for me. I have been successful at eBay in the past. I've sold some yarn on there, like destashed some Lion brand hand spun that I honestly didn't think it would sell. It was just a gimmick to see if it would, and it did. Any books that I have, I've gone through my cookbook collection and I've pulled stuff. That stuff's going on Amazon, so that's a kind of separate but similar project. So what you can expect from me if anybody's actually interested in a project. One of my hairs is flying around my face. It is. Is each week I'm going to give you an update on how many write-ups and photos I've done, and whether or not I've been able to get anything on eBay. That would actually be great to be able to get stuff on eBay this month with my 20 free listings, and then as soon as August rolls around, boom, 20 more things, because I've already written up 14 items. 13 of those items are skeins of yarn. One of them is something else. I've got at least 2 dozen, maybe 3 dozen more things to write up. So and to me it's not hard, it's just tedious. So that's what I'm doing for One Book July 2017. I've been slowly going through all the videos on Romany's playlist. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I'll see you guys in the next video with an update. Bye.